Robert Costa is also in Milwaukee, and he's joining us now to talk a little bit more about the politics of the situation surrounding the convention now. Well, things have shifted a little bit, Robert. We know that the president has started to call for, or the former president has called for unity since the assassination attempt. So has the current president. I'm curious what you're hearing from Trump's inner circle about the sort of messaging they want to put out during this convention.
Good to be with you. Former President Trump is signaling that he's going to rewrite parts of his convention speech. And in fact, I've been talking to top sources close to the former president this morning, and they say that he is going to keep most of what he had planned to make in his address in terms of the points he wanted to make on Thursday night. But he is going to address the assassination attempt to some extent. He's going to talk about the experience that he's been sharing with friends in the past day or so, that this is someone who has dealt with an assassination attempt, a bullet grazing his body, grazing his ear. And this is a really personal moment for many people close to him, as well as a political moment.
We're also waiting to hear about who his VP pick is going to be. I'm curious, who's on the short list now, the very short list, and whether or not this assassination attempt may have an impact on his final decision.
You're seeing from former President Trump a lot of deliberation. Still no announcement about an offer being made to anyone on the short list. No announcement is expected this morning, but it's got to start to be made clear to Trump's inner circle in the next 12 to 24 hours, because that vice presidential nominee has a speech to give, a lot to do. They will get Secret Service protection. We are being told by sources that North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum is near or at the top of the list, along with Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, who's only 39 years old, plus Senator Marco Rubio of Florida. We're also told that Senator Lindsey Graham and other Trump friends have been talking to Trump in recent days and saying he can go outside of the box. He doesn't need to stick with that exact short list. He could go to someone like Governor Glenn Youngkin of Virginia, for example.
Interesting. And now, was this a last-minute ad? Because I thought Nikki Haley had not actually been invited, but now she's going to be speaking tomorrow?
She is going to be speaking. She first released her delegates, so she had accumulated some delegates when she ran for president. Now she's speaking. This is an overture to try to bring those traditional Republicans who like Nikki Haley to the table here at the Republican National Convention. It's not unusual historically for rivals to speak at a convention as a party tries to come together, but there was no guarantee she was going to show up. So it's a big win in the view of the Trump campaign for Nikki Haley to be here.
Robert, thank you very much. So, of course, we're going to have complete coverage of the Republican National Convention all week long. It kicks off tonight in Milwaukee. Special coverage begins on America Decides. That starts at 5 p.m. Eastern.